Are you scared or nervous about your first GoGoKid class? This video is for you. We're going to discuss the pros and cons of my first GoGoKid class, see some real class footage, and stick around for 4 tips to make your first class successful. Your first class can seem challenging. Let's see how good you are at challenges. See if you can subscribe in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You've totally got this. I'm Melissa Mills, the creator of MelissaMillsOnline.com. On my channel, you will find videos all about teaching in tech. My first GoGoKid class was on a student who was new to GoGoKid. He had only had 8 classes and he was in level 1. Let's start with the pros of my first class. The curriculum was bright and interactive. The lesson was long enough. The student was great. The parent left me 5 stars. And I had a lot of fun. Okay, let's get serious about the cons of my first class. First of all, it took me 109 days to get my first booking. Some of that may be my own fault because I was opening only Saturday nights due to teaching for multiple platforms and having a pretty busy life. Once I opened up a lot more slots, I did finally get my first booking. When I tried to log into the class, I got a blank white screen. I had to log in twice. I was using the GoGoKid app. The third con I want to talk to you about is that my student came to class 15 minutes early. You get to go into your class 30 minutes before the class, and I wanted to play around with the functions and make sure I remembered everything for my training because it had been 109 days. Well, my student was there and they could see me. So I had to quickly learn how to turn my camera off. Another con was that the placement of the student in the class. The student is on the left side. In some other platforms that I teach for, the student is at the top of the screen, where it makes it look like you are looking at the student. Because the student is on the left side of my computer, if I look at the student, it looks like I'm looking away from the camera. So just be aware that your student may not think you are looking at them, even when you are looking at them. Okay. Let's see some real class footage of my first class.
My name is Teacher Melissa. Hello, what is your name? Hi, Chris. Chris, how are you? Very good. Chris, how old? How old are you? Very good, Chris. Very good. When you do well, you will get a car. Car. Yes, it is a car. Very good. Good job. Today we will learn I go to elementary school. Very good. Good job. Let's sing. We have classes at our school. I have class, you have art class. We sing in music class. Good job, you got a gem. Elementary school. Backpack. Chris, where do you go? Wow! High five, Chris. High five. Very good. I go to elementary school. Yes. Good job. Music. Guitar. I have music
class?
I go to music class. Yes, good job. What is this? Chinese.
I have math class. Yes, I go to elementary school in a bus. Chris, you get a car. What color is it? What is this? Yes, this is a fish. Unicorn. Unicorn. Good job, Chris. Very good. High five. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Wow. I just finished class and the parent told me in person, "You are a good teacher. Thank you." That was so great because I was so nervous. Very, very nervous. Overall, my first class was great, and I want yours to be great too. So let's go over my 4 tips to make your first class successful. Tip number 1. Tip number 1 is plan your class in advance. This means look over your class. I suggest looking over it the night before, not the morning of. Second, I suggest getting some props and a secondary reward ready. Doing these things will make your class flow smoothly, and it will also help you feel more confident. Tip number 2. Tip number 2 is to log in to your class early. And the reason I say that is I got a blank white screen when I logged in. So make sure that you have time. If you have any technical issues, I had to log in a second time. It automatically gave me an IT test. So make sure you have those few extra minutes. Don't log in at the last second. Tip number 3. For tip number 3, I suggest that you know the functions in the classroom. Know where to call for help. I didn't have to call for help, but at the top right corner there's a question mark. If you run into an IT issue during class, I've been told that's what you're supposed to press. I didn't have to use it. Second, know how to turn your camera on and off. My student arrived early, 15 minutes early, and I was playing around with the functions and the student was there and my camera was on. To turn your camera off, hover over the picture of you and click the camera icon. That way your student can't see you if you're playing around in the classroom. Make sure you know how to switch from the pointer to the pencil tool. Gems need to be given during the class, and to find them, just hover over the student's face. Make sure you award the gems as well as your secondary reward throughout the class. Tip number 4. You are going to correct the student's pronunciation, elicit full sentences, and give feedback. Right after my class, a feedback box immediately popped up. It was kind of a long feedback, a lot of multiple choice questions to answer. If you have back-to-back classes, you can click the X at the top of that white box and come back and fill it out at a later time. I'd love to be your mentor for GoGoKid. You can look down in the description box for my referral links and codes. You can also email me at melissamills@rocketmail.com. You are totally going to rock your first class. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.